They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Florida State Seminoles. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Makes a connection. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Noles want to crank the tempo.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came to the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The give on the inside. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking for room. It's Maffa. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Tigers are threatening on first and goal.
First and goal, Clemson.
He'll do it himself. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Quarterback checking off. He wants to pass it on second down. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw it to Uiagalelei. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Noles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Now, fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
With the score, 7, Florida State 0.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught in the backfield, it's Tuafili. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive.
He's off to the races. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback is snowed under. Clemson jumps to the line.
4 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
Off he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, let's recap that top 5 matchup that just went final moments ago. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
On the return, it's Holmes. Discards a man. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Florida State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just finding...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Uiagalelei. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep runs.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Brown. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a
fires into traffic, intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires left. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly complete. At the 45 on its way. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
On the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
Touchdown. Ohio State. Number 24 in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
16, Clemson, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Caught over the middle. It's Maffa. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To throw, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode. touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking to move it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On second down, just keeps firing. Finds a man in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can.
A full dive to haul that one in. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Past the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Motion from the offense. He'll just keep slinging it. Getting some heat. And that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Using the quick game. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Coming after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swat.
Just plowing down the field. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week